Today on Alaskan Ballistics, 300 Winchester Magnum versus the Spartan Armor Ares Level 4 Body Armor. Welcome back to Alaskan Ballistics. My name is Chuck. I hope you are doing well. Spartan Armor Systems, they sent me out these two Ares plates. These are not cheap plates. These are the best that you can buy, and I'm going to go ahead and say, yeah, they probably are the best that you can buy. There are other ones that are cheaper, but these way less. So definitely something you want to look into if you want to protect yourself. Body armor is something you absolutely need to have in your kit these days. That being said, we are going to purposely try to pierce this body armor today. We are going to be shooting it with my Weatherby Vanguard First Lite 26-inch barrel 300 Winchester Magnum. Now, I've hand-loaded all of these rounds. First, we're going to do a typical hunting round, and it's kind of slow. It's a 175 grain LRX, and I don't have it going with the fastest powder and all that jazz. And then next, we're going to hit it with a 149 grain pulled M80 ball bullet. I don't think it's actually the bimetal jacket, but I know it's a pulled M80 ball bullet that I pulled from a box of Winchester ammunition from 308. Then we're going to hit it with a 110 grain, and it's a Barnes TAC-XP, I think it is. So, a TAC-XP. So, it's probably going to shatter, but it's also going over 3,900 feet per second. And then we will hit it with a 163 grain old World War II steel core bullet. So, we're going to show you the chronograph of all these. Then we will shoot the Ares Level 4 plate with 4 of these. Now, I also included in the chronograph some 125 grain full metal jackets that I had loaded up to max charge. There was really no data on the 125 grain, so they told me to use 130 grain data, and it just didn't get near the 3,700 feet per second I was thinking it would get, so I ended up not shooting those at the plate because they were getting about the same speed as the 150 grain M80 or the 149 grain M80 ball. All right. 110 grain Barnes with H4350. It's going to load it with Hunter, but they said it was a compressed charge, but this thing was overfilling the mouth of the case, and I wasn't going to go with that. So let's see. Hopefully this won't blow my gun up. Here we go. TAC-XP 110 grain. 39.36. $39.30. $39.59. Well, that's going as fast as I expected it to out of a 26-inch barrel. Data was for a 24-inch barrel. So we'll try that on some body armor. Next, we have a 125 grain. 125 grain. And I'm going to shoot 3 of these. I got plenty of these. And they're a full metal jacket, 125 grain, designed for the 300 blackout. I asked Hornady if it would be okay to use 130 grain soft point data, and they said yes. So it would help if I didn't jam it up in there. Here we go. $33.90, that's bad. Come on, Hornady. $33.74. Cheap scope cap from SIG. $34.07. Really disappointed in those. Those should have been going about 36 plus. So, sorry, Hornady. That was bad data. So, could have been that it's, 5 grains lighter. It needs a little bit more compression. Should have been seated deeper. All that stuff. But, geez, that was bad. So this is a 149 grain Winchester ball that I pulled out of a M80 Winchester marked package. I don't think it's bimetal jacket like it should be in a M80 ball. Come on, Winchester. I'm only going to shoot 1 round because I only pulled and loaded 5 of these for this test. So we're going to shoot 1 round, see how it does over the chronograph. Here we go. $33.40. So this is the 163 grain. I think they're steel core, they're magnetic, that New York Prepper sent me. He sent me a few of these to try. So, very old bullets. Let's see how they do. 3321. Those are loaded with reloader 22. So 3321. Again, I only loaded up 5. So we're just going to have to take that as a kind of a guesstimate of where they're going. 3321, not bad. Loaded with H4831 SC. This is a 175 grain Barnes LRX. I'm going to just shoot one of them. I have this in another video with Austin of the Weatherby Reloading Weatherby channel. So go check out that video of ours. So here we go. 2991. Also not great speed, but better than the Reloader 22 got me. Which is kind of crazy. So let me know what you think there. That's kind of a typical hunting round. That load was supposed to get in the 2900s with the 24-inch barrel. So I'm surprised it isn't getting a lot more. But hey, not bad. I mean, still 2991, almost 3,000 feet per second. It's going to have to stop a 175 grain copper core bullet, copper monolithic bullet. So here's the load data from everything we planned on shooting. Really disappointed in the 125 grain Hornady full metal jacket. They make that for the 300 blackout cartridge, I'm sure. Be a fun little round to play around with, see if I can get it going 3600. That was a max charge. Actually broke in my barrel with this rifle with a light charge of those to not kill myself on recoil, and actually recoiled more than I expected. So anyway, let me know what you think on that one. Let's get on with the rest of the video. Here we go, 300 Win Mag versus body armor. First shot is with the 175 grain LRX, just a hunting bullet. Here we go. Aiming for the R in armor under Spartan. All right, looks like we messed it up pretty good. All right, looks like we messed it up pretty good. We'll go ahead and try, since the tape hasn't broken yet, a 149 grain M80 ball. And this time, we are aiming for the, just under the word systems, just under the E. Now I hit a little higher than I wanted to, so I slowed down the GoPro even more than I should have. And you guys tell me, do you think that's the bullet flying back up at the GoPro, away from the plate a little bit? I couldn't tell if that was the bullet or part of the plate itself. Not a huge deal because M80 ball from a 308, it still stops. All right, now we got the 110 grain Barnes going over 3,900 feet per second. We're going to shoot right above that S in Aries. Right above it. Oh yeah. That made a big dent. And finally, last but not least, our 163 grain steel core stuff. I think they're old World War II bullets that New York prepper sent me. Here we go. Okay. Let's see how we did. Well, unfortunately, while I was transferring all the data from my cameras to my phone, to my computers and all that kind of stuff, all the data and stuff I took, all the pictures, the file got corrupted from where I recovered the armor out there while I was shooting, and I couldn't recover the file. I'm sorry. So here we go. I haven't touched this since I brought it in the house the day that we were shooting. Here is our 175 grain LRX. Might have had some splinters, some shards come out the side or out the top here. Actually, correct me if I'm wrong, but I didn't see any on the slow motion GoPro. I actually edited the GoPro after I filmed this part. That would not be great, but we did actually recover a piece of the bullet out there. And it looked like the main part of the bullet's still way down in there. More that I can get to. I'm not going to peel this apart because I still got some nice sections here on the bottom that I could shoot with 22-250. So we're going to try that maybe later, along with a brand new plate. And let's see, right here, this is where the 149, you can see neither the 175 grain LRX, that's where it hit. It's just a little minor dent. The 149 grain M80 ball hit a little higher than I wanted to. Again, parts of it might have came out the top, but you know, it's dug in there pretty good. It's a good bulge. Here is where that 110 grain hit, and you can see that it just shattered in there, and it shattered. Yeah, material spilling out. It's got a good little bulge right in here. Good little bulge, but nothing beats this 163 grain AP round, World War II steel core round. We hit it right here, and it just big bulge, biggest bulge I've ever seen on one of these, and it did not make it through. So this armor's tough. This armor's tough. Again, 300 Winchester Magnum. It stopped everything. Spartan armor. Highly recommend you get one of their trauma pads. I got a couple of their trauma pads as well. Get those to keep under the armor, keep your organs safe. Guys, this is awesome stuff. Like, share, and subscribe. Check us out on MeWe, Patreon. Links to this will be on my MeWe account, so make sure you go check it out. God bless. Take care. We will see you at the range.